like to begin tonight's presentation by giving you a kind of historical view of water in a minute or two, just to expand your water horizons. First of all, whereas wars change regimes, water makes and breaks civilizations. Among the civilizations that collapsed when their water supply became scarce or contaminated were Mesopotamia, the Indus civilization, the Mayans, the Anasazi in the Four Corners region of the American Southwest, and a great many others. The ability to control and manage water prudently has given shape to most of the world's civilization, and the loss of that ability has usually signaled the end of those civilizations. When water is controlled and managed well, population growth usually follows. That in turn causes a depletion of other resources or of water itself, and that often leads to the end of those civilizations. All four of the great civilizations of ancient history grew up around large rivers. Egypt around the Nile, Mesopotamia around the Tigris and Euphrates, the Indus civilization obviously around the Indus, and China around the Yellow River. You can even go a step further and find a correlation between the dynastic rises and declines in ancient Egypt's history and the correlating shift in the amount of water borne by the Nile, or between the rise and fall of Chinese dynasties and the state of repair or disrepair of the dikes and canals around the Yellow River and the other rivers of China. As boats emerged that could travel on the ocean, it was the nations that established naval superiority that were dominant, from ancient Greece all the way to the 20th century. It's worth noting that the opening of the Suez Canal marked the dominance of the British Empire, whereas the opening of the Panama Canal marked a shift to the United States. Furthermore, the emergence of the West was propelled by two key historical turning points: the advent of transoceanic sailing with long-range cannons, and the harnessing of water power for industry, first through the water wheel and then through the steam engine, which really made the Industrial Revolution possible. Finally, I'd like you to think about the dual nature of water, which was described by Lao Tzu, the 6th century Chinese philosopher. He said, "In the world there is nothing more submissive and weak than water, yet for attacking that which is hard and strong, nothing can surpass it."